a delightful evening we would like to wish to our honorable judges, distinguished guests, wonderful participants, and viewers. Before proceeding to our program, let us start our lovely evening with a prayer recitation. Without further ado, please welcome Muhammad Nukman bin Matrutsi to lead the prayers.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Hamdan wa ni'mahu yukafi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma ahyina bil iman wa binna bil iman wa adkhilna jannatal mal iman. Allahumma timna bisil qatimah wa la tahtim alaina ya Allah bisil qatimah. Ya Allah ya Rahim. Praise be to God, the Lord of the worlds. Peace and blessings be upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions, and for those who followed his example till the judgment day. Allahumma ya Allah, on this blessed evening, in conjunction with the Art and Literature Festival, we beseech Thee and grateful towards You in favor of all the infinite blessings to us, Your humble servant, to live in safe and prosperous life. We seek Your blessing for a flawless progress of this event from the beginning till the end. We seek Your guidance to steer clear of events that would detrimental the progress of this event. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
Thank you to Muhammad Nukman bin Matrutsi for the prayer recitation. It is in our greatest hope that not only will our evening be showered with blessings, but also for the program to run smoothly.
Ladies and gentlemen, today in conjunction with World Poetry Day marks the day of this very wonderful program that will showcase the extraordinary talents of our participants. Without further ado, we would like to welcome all of you to Timeless Inkstain's Slam Poetry Competition. I, Noor Jazlan Ukasha,
And I, Intanur Ashikin, will be
your MCs for today. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for spending your precious weekend with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, this year, Timeless Ink Stains Slam Poetry Competition is organized by the English Language Society, UPSI, in collaboration with the International Creative Writing Society, or ICWS, from the University of York. Slam poetry, as we know, or might not know to some of you, comprises various talents that highlight the work of arts through the poet's ravishing performance. Ladies and gentlemen, let me first introduce to all of you the judges for today's competition. From UPSI, we have Dr. Putri Zarina binti Megat Khalid and Miss Alia Farzana binti Shamsul Arifin. And from the University of York, we have Dr. Julena Mensah. This evening, we are also joined by the advisor of English Language Society, Mr. Hadi Junaidi bin Kusin, the president and vice president of ICWS as our distinguished guests. Please welcome them.
Good lass, Intan. I can feel it, the excitement in the air now, although we are not physically together. Now how about thee?
Aye, Jess, certainly, I can feel this too. Well, what are they waiting for? Let's make his taste and start the competition now.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we welcome the first poet, Janani Chandra Rao, to present her poem entitled insanity. She believed that while falling in love is easy, having it reciprocated is hard. That has become her inspiration to write this poem. Please welcome Janani Chandra Rao.
Hi everyone. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes, we can.
Thank you very much. This piece of mine is called Insanity. I've liked you for far too long, I'm convinced it's love. And when the world was tilted upside down, you remained regardless of the storm. You were my constant, an anchor that holds me in place. Everything I developed towards others, so fragile, superficial. Every guy I meet, no depth present, shallow. Thus, an inability to let go. But the cycles between us has left me drained. I wasn't falling in love again. I was being reminded of its presence. The beauty of unrequited love and its pain cross-faded me, because even a heartbreak from it is so romanticized, very intoxicating, you see. How foolish I could be to try to do the same thing and expect different results, the very definition of insanity. It was denial, after all. But don't we all know that once you're in love, rationality goes out of the window, and that is nearly impossible to undo. Thank you.
Now that was such a mesmerizing performance by Janani Chandra Rao with her poem Insanity.
That night, she realized she had wept for other people's hardships, the people she loved. That night, she discovered her hidden emotional side as compared to her aloof facade during the day. That night, she put her feelings into words. Now please welcome Siti Nur Syafiqah binti Muhammad Fikri with her poem, Teardrop. Siti Nur Syafiqah. Well, I believe that we are experiencing some technical issue, so let's move on to the next poet. How about Shazlan? Announce the next poet, please. Thank you.
Why, certainly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, next, inspired by the famous work of art by William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, please welcome Nurul Huda binti Abdul Hamid with her poem entitled Juliet.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I hope all of you can enjoy my poem today. Juliet. Juliet, my beautiful lover, with dark eyes and long, heavy lashes. Oh, that damn bewitching smile that when she stares, my love just gushes. Love too deep that I'll pluck all the stars if that's what she wishes. Oh, my darling Juliet, I love you so much, that in the end, I left you with gashes. My dear Juliet was my ray of sunshine. My Juliet was kind and loving. That alluring body that was made for sin, I blame her for being so tempting. But then one day, I saw it. The emptiness in her eyes as she crouched there, pleading and whimpering. I had no choice but to help my Juliet in ending her suffering. Oh, my Juliet, mi amore, my beautiful, my precious, my happily ever after. Are you waiting for me down there, my dear? I am madly in love with my Juliet, with her beauty, her grace, and I still hear her voice and her whisper. God, this will be my last sin. Forgive me, as I have to go after my dead lover. Alright, thank you so much.
Amazing performance by Nurul Huda binti Abdul Hamid with Juliet.
Written during the lowest point of her life, please welcome our fourth poet, Vanessa Anna Ankau, with her poem entitled Asleep.
A very good night, everyone. So I'm going to start with my poem. Luminous night turned to dawn, where my serotonin began. Dear blood, dripping drop, behold, oxytocin, thus reborn. Star littering, wilk's eye, crippling. Sky polluted as my rage invaded. So those glimpse the sunken sun, faintly discern those mischief life. Honor guests, offer comfort and aware of evertime hurrah. Thank you.
Such a heart-rending poem by Vanessa Anna Ankau.
Next, our fifth poet was inspired by her nostalgic memories and our own arts and literature festival's theme itself, Dark Academia, while writing this beautiful poem. Please welcome Magdalena Longmering with her poem, I Am No Longer Me.
Thank you. So I'll be reciting my poem, I Am No Longer Me. Birds are always meant to fly across the skies, just like the storms in the month of monsoon. But axe comes in handy in the hands of lies, creating a new world and a new moon. The days gone by without a trace of self, searching for the one to blame in a lie. Forever will be kept up on a shelf, the vile secrets that once was an ally. Was it me in the mirror when I wake? Or was it the person that I chose to? For me, it has now become such an ache, losing the faith in me which was taboo. Never again the face I knew appears. My daylight will proceed to fade for years. Thank you.
Such a splendid performance by Magdalena Longmering with her I Am No Longer Me.
Now, our sixth poet's inspiration is a bit unique. She was inspired by the moon, the concept of royals and their privileges. Please welcome Abigail Adela Anak Colin with her poem Moon and I.
Hello everyone, can you hear me? Alright, so I'll start with my poem reciting. Okay. Here I am, sitting, statically motionless. Noises and voices, nowhere to be found. The echoing wind, however, sound. As I was immersed by the shining moon. The moon moved me to tears, though lifeless. Walking me through the night, I'll be bound. The night that will bring me down, down the river that screams doom. The moon had my eyes awaken to the truth of what a horrendous being I have become as I quailed the man I had loved so I could have him for my own. Here I am, walking towards that river. The river which is about to swallow my entire being and purify the aching heart. Hey, Mr. Moon, will I ever shine as brightly as you do? Once I rid off my own sin, as the river rinsed off the stains of my bloody hands and heart. That's all from me. Thank you.
That is Moon and I by Abigail Adela Anak Colin. Lovely.
Inspired by the overwhelming feeling too much, in the poet's own words, when it comes to love, relationship, and trying to make it work, let us welcome Lingeswari Manikam with her poem entitled Too Much.
Hi, I hope you guys can hear me. Right. Too much to notice, too much to be loved, too much if spoken, too much for your own amusement, too much to be held, too much to be thrown away, too much once shown interest, too much if don't, too much for your eyes, too much for your head, too much for the world, too much for your imagination, too much if you want, too much if you don't, too much for being alive, too much even to die, too much to breathe, too much when it gets easier to nod, too much I want you to leave, too much because I love you so much I don't want you to be, too much just keep your mouth shut, don't talk, don't look and don't smile. Your words spit venom. Your eyes scream pretense of ugly lies. Your touches are cold of my disturbed nights. And your kisses are bites of my harsh sighs. My idea of solidity is not for your hands to run through the length of our sins that weighs in between my thighs. Your idea of ruining me shouldn't be your fingers around my throat, just so you could slam me against the wall of fidelity. Leave me at once and at peace. Shall it be all right for the rest of eternity? Thank you.
Such an impressive performance by Lingeswari Manikam with her poem Too Much.
The next poet was inspired by her perception of learning. She believes that learning is something that everyone wants, but there is a time where the dark side of learning is unveiled. With her poem entitled Thirst, please welcome Nur Hazikah binti Ismail.
Assalamualaikum hello everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Thirst. Here I read, here I stay, page of knowledge, wisdom everywhere. Here I walk, here I stay, reaching for insight, reaching for perception of no one could give me except this infinite space of beginning to mastery. Through window I see flesh of people walking and riding. They doing nothing but entertainment. How foolish he thinks, standing beside me, pure the sword of words, as he sees the absence of wisdom in me. Me with my source of wisdom, speaking and reading, while his cold gaze forced me to bow in front of the so-called wisdom. Sometimes the silence become my company of searching for input that I command to have. The movement of wind in the distant sound of careless and clueless, sound that fly through the wide and big window. Here I stay, here I trying to stop the sound, trying to stop the auditive feeling creeping each day as I hold on to my wisdom in that space of room that I wonder if it's the only source of wisdom that I could have, is what my father said. Reading a glass never wear gazes that stay on the so-called wisdom of paper, gazes that looking straight, fighting the intensity of bizarre difference of gathering of intelligence, is what my father said. I knew. My white dress sputters as I color it with words of a branch. The knowledge comes the mass of soul, gentleness exists to hide the lunacy of the black soul, kindness exists to corrupt the uprightness, passion exists to hide the anger I write. Running to the new journey, leaving the space of so-called wisdom, leaving to chase the new mastery of life, grasp onto the reality to new encounter I write. Running, how foolish am I, foolish of thinking the flea will bring me freedom and wisdom. Foolish of thinking he will stop, I run. Running, I caught trapped into the room with wide and big window again. Oh, how the freedom of wisdom seemed best before. Funny, but the same wisdom fills me with joy. Funny, my joy of turning fate. Fate is my pale hand reach for the wide and big window. Just for wisdom, he said. What thirst, when the joy of learning feels far from me? Thank you.
That is such a wonderful performance by Nur Hazikah binti Ismail with her poem Thirst. However, we would like to ask everyone if she can be heard because there is a technical problem just now.
Can, but it was quite spark at certain part for me.
Yeah, I agree with Luna.
Should we ask her to redo then?
I
Please,
think
if you could.
if we still have the time, maybe we can allow Hazika to present. Maybe.
Yeah, perhaps towards the end.
All right then, I'll ask you to present your poem again, Nur Hazikah, right after this. Thank you. Jaslan, you can continue with the next poet as
Yes,
of now.
thank you. Thank you to Nur Hazikah with her poem. Unfortunately, there happened to be a technical difficulty. However, we will move on to the next poem. Indeed, a poet who can find melodies of a symphony in the quietest of rooms. She was inspired by the melody of a song sung by Kai. Please welcome Theresa Ang Maylie with her poem, Red.
Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
All right. So I'll recite my poem, Red. The title is Red. As her lips that leaves marks like petals of roses across my flower beds, it stains my senses as easily as she breathes, making her presence last forever, always within my depths. Forever crimson I would bathe in, never let it be known, for my soul she has taken. And that's all. Thank you.
Such a great performance from Theresa Ang Maylie with her poem, Red.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next poem was inspired by an unfortunate and heartbreaking accident that took the poet's cousin's life away at a very young age last year. Without further ado, let us welcome Eliai Krisma Ukong to present her poem entitled A Good Boy Leaving Us.
Greeting to judges and the audience. Today, I want to reciting to you my poem titled A Good Boy is Leaving Us. Breakfast with a toast and a cup of tea, while scrolling chat in the phone. That day is a really bad day. The news that makes us cannot accept. Totally empty-minded. Can't speak, just crying inside, whether to accept it or not. Still feeling shocked because of the news. Questions keep coming into my mind. Why are you leaving? Why must you leave first? Why you don't meet us before you go? Do you not know that we are still missing you? Why is it so fast? Why, and why? People keep crying besides you. Seeing you inside the coffin, cold and still. It's really painful and sorrowful. A good boy is leaving us. A character that makes our family proud, leaving behind a positive impact to the young brother. We will keep praying for you. Be happy up there beside God until one day we will meet again. Thank you.
Such an emotional performance by Eliai Krisma Ukong with her poem A Good Boy is Leaving Us.
Moving on to the next poet. The poem was written based on her love life that has recently ended. Let us welcome Noor Atira binti Sumon with her poem Bittersweet Symphony.
Hello, can everyone hear me? Great. My home, my love, my heart burns. Rhythm of intimacy, ballads of innocency. I promise, to the highs and lows, a duet with you. My wrath, my sorrow, venom in me, hush of coldness, dancing in the eyes of the soulless. You broke it. You broke it. Now, to the lowest of lows, we are solely. My bittersweet symphony, singing the beautiful of agony. Thank you. That is all from me.
That's Noor Athira Binti Suman with her poem Bittersweet Symphony. Excellent performance.
Now, do we have Siti Nur Shafiqah binti Muhammad Vikri? Do we have Siti Nur Shafiqah?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Are you prepared?
Yes, but I can't open my camera because it will slow down my internet connection. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Okay. Now, please welcome Siti Nur Shafiqah binti Muhammad Vikri with her poem Teardrop.
Greetings, everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly. I will start my poem right now. Teardrop. Tell me, my friend, the tears of yours, did you keep it good enough to cry for everyone? When you hurt, you cry. When others in pain, you cry. At night, you could not sleep. You were upset and feel guilty. Suddenly in the dark, it drops. To the light arise, you look just the same for them. Bitter, emotionless, harsh. So, tell me, my friend, is it worth to cry them a river? Thank you. That's all for me.
Wonderful performance by Siti Nur Shafiqah binti Muhammad Vikri with her poem Teardrop.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this last poet was inspired by her perception of learning. She believes that learning is something that everyone wants, but there is a time where the dark side of learning is unveiled. With her poem entitled Thirst, please welcome Noor Hazika binti Ismail.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thirst. Here I read, here I stay, space of knowledge, wisdom everywhere. Here I work, here I stay, reaching for insight, reaching for perception of no one could give me, except this infinity space of beginning to mastery. Through window I see flash of people, walking and running, they doing nothing but entertaining. How foolish he thinks. Standing beside me, press the sword of words and he sees the absence of wisdom in me. Me with my source of wisdom, sitting and reading while his cold gaze forced me to bow, bowing in front of the so-called wisdom. Sometimes the silence become my company of searching for input that I come to have. The moment of wind bringing in the distant sound of careless and clueless, sound that fly through the wide and big window. Here I stay, here I trying to stop the sound, trying to stop the additive feeling, creeping each day as I hold onto my wisdom in that space of room that I wonder if it's the only source of wisdom that I could have, is what my father said. Reading, I'm reading, a glance never waver, gazes that stare on the so-called wisdom of paper, gazes that looking straight, fighting the inclusivity of bizarre difference. The first gathering of intelligence is what my father said. It lose, I knew. My white dress flutters as I color it with weight of revenge. Thirst of knowledge become the mask of sorrow. Gentleness exists to hide the lunacy of the black soul. Kindness exists to corrupt the uprightness. Passion exists to hide the anger. I rhyme.
And into the new journey, living the space of so-called wisdom, living to chase the new mastery of life, gaps into the reality truth of new encounter. I run. Running, how foolish am I? Foolish of taking the flea, we bring me freedom and new wisdom. Foolish of thinking he will stop. I run. Running and caught, trapped into the room with white and big window. Again, of how the freedom become of wisdom seemed rest before. Funny, Father said, wisdom fills me with joy. Funny, my joy of learning faith. Faith is my pale hand wait for the wide and big window. Thus from wisdom he said, right thus, when the joy of learning she far from me. Thank you.
That was such a wonderful performance by Noor Hazika Binti Ismail with her poem Thirst. Thank you to all the participants for their astounding performances. To show our appreciation for their amazing work of arts, let us all click our fingers together.
Alright, now that we have watched and listened to every spectacular performance, I believe it is time for us to listen to our honorable judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the judges to say a few words to the participants. Let us welcome Miss Alia Farzana binti Shamsul Arifin next.
Hi, good evening everyone, and good afternoon in the UK, right? Hi, it's really nice to see familiar faces and names. And hello to Dr. Putri, hello to Mr. Hadi, and of course to Dr. Juliana. Yes, welcome. I would like to applaud, first of all, I would like to applaud the organizers for successfully organizing this whole event online, despite all the obstacles, due to the pandemic. So great job, everyone. It hasn't been a beautiful experience, even with technical issues. I mean, that happens, but still great job, guys. And now for the participants, all of you did really well. You did amazing. And I know that it takes a lot of effort in crafting and of course delivering your art, especially in front of people, right? And so I hope that this will not be the end. This is the beginning, and I hope you will continue on this journey of allowing yourself to express through the art of words and performance. So I just want to, I guess I want to quote Carl Sandburg. He says that poetry is an echo, asking a shadow to dance. So I want to say thank you so much for letting us dance with all of you tonight. So I want to say that keep on whispering, speaking, or with your whispering, speaking, or screaming. Keep on doing that, and let your echo be heard. And we shall keep on dancing with you always. A good night. Thank you, and good evening.
Thank you, Miss Alia Farzana binti Shamsul Arifin, for your comments. Let us hear from Dr. Putri Zarina binti Magat Khalid next.
Hi everyone. Hi Dr. Juliana, Ms. Alia, Mr. Hadi, our very talented MCs in Tan and Jazlan, and Ms. Netra. Again, of course, the much revered participants of tonight. I was kind of overjoyed, and I could say that I'm honored to be approached to adjudicate this event. It's been such a long time that I think the last time I adjudicated a similar event was way back in 2017. So when I listened to you guys tonight, and having done it online, expressing yourselves, I could feel, the genuine, the ingenuity, the sincerity. There were a few, I think, who really touched me. You see, So I think although some people might say winning is not everything, but I believe the moment people feel you, the moment you manage to evoke some emotions in your audience, you are already a winner. So like what Miss Aya said, keep shouting, keep screaming, whispering, and we will dance along with you. All the best, kids. All the best.
Thank you, Dr. Putri Zarina binti Megat Khalid, for that insightful view. Finally, we would like to welcome Dr. Julena Mensah to share her opinion.
Hello, and thank you for having me. It's been an honor to be here with you and to hear your words, your voices, how you performed. I think I'm going to continue with the dancing metaphor. It has been, it's been an absolute pleasure dancing with you. I feel as though you've taken us on a tour of so many intense and complex emotions. It's so difficult at this time to write and to try to communicate everything that's going on. I think you did it phenomenally well, to write it down, but also to perform it and to give us share with us the energy of the feeling that you've written about. So thank you very much for having me. It's, as I said, an absolute honor to be here with my distinguished judges and to share in your work. And I'd just like to say congratulations to everybody, because getting up or sitting in front of your computer today and sharing this with us is already a prize. So whoever wins ultimately, you've all shared in the glory of that moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Julena Mensah, for her kind remarks.
Now everyone, just be informed that the attendance form will be in the live chat box, so do not forget to fill it in, viewers. Thank you. Before we reach the end of this program, we would like to ask everyone to turn on the camera for a photo session. Let us all give some cute poses for the picture, alright? We're all ready? Alright, thank you everyone.
So finally, that is the end of our Timeless Ink Stains Slam Poetry Competition. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us for today, especially to Dr. Putri Zarina, Miss Alia Farzana, Dr. Julena Mensah, Mr. Hadi, ICWS members, the participants, and lastly, the viewers. Hopefully, the wings of our poets will forever soar and waste not your talents. We would also like to apologize for any inconvenience caused. My name is Noor Jazlan Ukasha.
And I, Intanur Ashikin, will be signing off.
Until we see you again.
See you everyone.